India is hosting the 8th BRICS Summit in Goa, where heads of Brazil, Russia, India, China and South Africa will sit across from each other to discuss matters of mutual interest and global challenges. Besides Brazil, Russia, China and South Africa, Prime Minister Narendra Modi has especially invited leaders from BIMSTEC as part of India's Act East policy. BIMSTEC, which stands for Bay of Bengal Initiative for Multi-Sectoral Technical and Economic Cooperation, comprises Bangladesh, Bhutan, Nepal, India, Sri Lanka, Myanmar and Thailand. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will chair the BIMSTEC meeting on Sunday evening, followed by a meeting of BRICS and BIMSTEC leaders. The two-day summit would discuss several issues, but terrorism would be discussed prominently. Prior to the start of the summit, PM Modi in a Facebook post said that he is looking forward to building bridges to new partnerships and finding common resolve and solutions to entrenched problems of the region. The Prime Minister is expected to hold bilateral meetings with Russian President Vladimir Putin and Chinese President Xi Jinping on the sidelines. A number of agreements on trade and economic cooperation between BRICS countries will be signed. BRICS leaders will adopt the Goa Declaration at the end of the summit. And for more, we are joined by our correspondent Amritpal Singh from Goa. Amritpal, the countdown has begun for the BRICS Summit. Top leaders of all the BRICS countries expected to arrive today. Give us a sense of the kind of atmosphere there. Also, take us through the agenda for today.
Well, let me first tell you, Rukma, that Prime Minister Narendra Modi arrived here last evening. External Affairs Minister Sushma Swaraj was there to receive her. We are expecting Russian President Vladimir Putin to land. He was expected to land early in the morning, but I don't know if you can make out in the camera. There is a lot of mist and there's a lot of mist here, so basically the weather conditions at the airport apparently do not permit the flight to land, but as the day clears up, we expect the Russian president to land and also the other heads of state of other BRICS countries to land. And today, basically in the first half of the day, the 17th India-Russia annual summit is scheduled, where Prime Minister Modi would hold talks with President Putin on a wide range of issues. We expect agreements to be signed in various areas ranging from energy, infrastructure, railways, agriculture, big ticket defense deals worth billions of dollars, so investment flows, economic cooperation. So taking the whole strategic partnership, which India and Russia now call a special and privileged strategic partnership, to the next level. Apart from that, that would be followed by the opening plenary of the BRICS Summit, in which all the BRICS leaders and including all the heads of state and the heads of government, that's Prime Minister Modi, where Prime Minister Modi shall be giving his inaugural speech at the plenary, his opening speech. Later in the day, there will be closed-door meetings. Indo-Brazil bilateral is also scheduled for today. So these are the kind of engagements that we expect through the day. The Indo-China bilateral is also scheduled. So that's what's going to happen tomorrow. By tomorrow, the BIMSTEC leaders would have all arrived. Tomorrow, essentially, the BRICS BIMSTEC Outreach Summit is going to take place. So that's what the flow of events is going to be over the next 2 days. Talking about the agenda, essentially, as you know, BRICS is a grouping of emerging economies which was formed essentially for economic cooperation. So intra-BRICS economic cooperation, taking trade ties on a higher level, putting in place market research institutions, looking at a credit rating agency. These are going to be the major mainstays, and as you said, terrorism, of course, has taken the center stage of the global narrative, and that would be discussed majorly over during this summit.
Right. Thank you so much, Amritpal, for that update and for those details. We'll be back with you throughout the day for more.